Hi there, Mark here again. Welcome to this video, which is the last part of my build guide for the Holiday Buggy on the Tamiya DT02 chassis. And in the last episode we got this far, and as you can see, we finished the chassis, and doesn't it look great? I've got to say, it went together quite easily, but it was a pleasure to build. And as you can see, I've upgraded the shocks to CVAs. These were actually a straight fit, and I actually got these from my spares box, and they were on one of my old DT02s, which was a Neo Scorcher, so they do fit straight on. Bit of modding on the front, but you can see the previous build guide, see what that was all about. But yeah, I could tell from the feel of it, the way it sits, the way it drops, that this is going to run really sweetly. It does sit really nicely on those shocks. So let's get on with the bodywork. And here's that lovely iconic body. This is made in a rather flexible plastic, and I've been told that you can't really get paint to stick on this, so it's going to stay blue. As you can see, I've fitted the body posts already, and that just sits on there. Looks rather good. So we're going to get the stickers on this, and then we're going to fit all the accessories on it. So we've got the manual to follow for those stickers, and there they are. There's not too many, but I do know from watching my friends' videos that these inner ones here that go on the fenders here are rather difficult to do, so that should be fun. We'll do that in a bit. We've also got a cockpit in this, so we've got a driver figure, shows you how to paint it and prepare that part, so we'll be doing that. And then you've got this page that shows how to put on the headlights. We've got the roof, you've got some spots on the roof, you've got some petrol cans, and finally fitting that cockpit driver figure. So, although you don't have to paint the body, there is a fair bit of painting to be done, so let's just show you what we need to do. So there's all the accessories you need, and as you can see, I've had a bit of a start at some of this. Now, you know, while I'm doing this, it's the middle of winter, it's freezing outside, and I have had a hell of a time with spraying these parts. It hasn't come out very good at all, but you know, it's going to have to do for now. It's not terrible, but it's not brilliant. It's not how I'd normally like. But anyway, as you can see, most of the parts were white plastic. I've still got to do the petrol cans. These are for the spotlights on the roof. And as you can see, I've already sprayed the front spotlights. They were white. It's kind of a matte black. Hasn't come out very well, but you know, it's like I say, it's going to have to do. And strangely, you could get 3 spotlights for the front. I'm going to make them all up. I've sprayed them all because obviously one might go flying off on a run or a crash, and well, at least you get a spare. So yeah, I'm going to paint up the 3. Painted up the 3. These are the spots that go on the top. Again, they were white. I've painted those. It was supposed to be a matte black, and this has gone not very well at all. Anyway, then these are the front of the spotlights that go on the front, and you need to spray those yellow. And as you can see, a little tip there, this is just one of the sprues, one of the trees, and it's useful for just popping those on there, and you can spray yeah, without dropping them all over the floor. So yeah, that's worked quite well. We've got the cockpit itself, which was again white. I've sprayed that matte black, and as you can see, what I did here, I've put some masking tape over the driver because he needs to be painted. You see there's a bit of bleed there. I need to pull all of this off, but at least as you can see, we don't have to then try and paint flesh coloured paint and the paint for his t-shirt over the top of black, which would be yeah, it would take a lot more coats otherwise. So that's why I put the masking on. I recommend you do that. So that's the cockpit, and then you've got the roof, which again was white plastic. I've got this spare tin of blue. It's not exactly the right colour blue, I don't think, but it's pretty close, and yeah, that doesn't look too bad. So yeah, you need to spray that manual says TS23 light blue, but as I said, I had this spare, so yeah, that went on. I think that'll be fine. And finally, you get the driver's head, you get the hat, and you get the face. It's already painted, but it's just flesh all over, flesh colour, and a bit of brown for the hair. There's no detail on him at all, so I don't know if you can see there, I've actually painted his eyes white and then put his pupils on. I've done his eyebrows, I've given him some lipstick, and I've kind of used a little permanent marker and just give him a bit of stubble so it looks a bit rough and ready. So yeah, He's got his hat on. He looks pretty cool, so we'll be getting that on as well. So right, I'm going to get off now and paint the driver figure. So here he's done. I just hand brushed or brush painted a bit of flesh paint on there. I've done his t-shirt yellow, as you can see, and I've tidied up the black a little bit with some brush paint. It looks okay, looks better than it was, and I wasn't happy with these spots, so I've redone those. They look a lot better now. Just use some brush paint on those, some matte black. They look a lot better. I've stuck the decal on there with the sticker for the clocks. So all we need to do now is fix his head on. It's going to be a bit fiddly. Basically push it into place, and you've got to get the provided screw, which is this long thing, through the bottom here, and that's going to go into his hat and hold it all together. So I'll just get that tightened up. So there he is. He looks pretty happy sat in there. So all we've got to do now is fix the lights together. And for the front spot, it's just a 10mm screw. Don't forget to put this part H4 in there. And fix the front on, I say, with that 10mm screw. For the top again, put the H4 part in. That's going to be what you screw it into to hold it onto the body. And then this is the silver 8mm screw to hold the front on. All we need to do is get the sticker on, and just press down around the outside. If you push in the middle, you'll get an indentation where that hole is for the screw. So yeah, just push on the outsides, and that's that done. Get the sticker on the front one, and we'll get on with the body. So the first thing we need to do to the body is get the stickers put on. All I've done so far is just washed it over with some hot soapy water, just to get any grease and grime off that might affect putting the stickers on. So what I'm going to do is I've started to cut a few pieces out. I'm going to have a go at one side and see how I get on, and then I'll come back and hopefully show you putting the other side on. Right then, I've put a couple of the stickers on. This on the side. They do go on quite well on the flat parts, but this one was a right zone, so I must say, because it's a curved surface and it tapers round here, it's really difficult to get it into that gap. So more on that one in a bit. It looks okay, but yeah, like I say, it is really tricky. For the ones on the bonnet, the stripes, what I've had to do is line everything up. Basically your main points are these two holes, so that's where they locate at the front, so you can get your reference from there. And then these side ones are eventually going to match up with the side, so I've just taped them roughly in place, so I know where it's going to come to roughly, and then held these down with a bit of tape. You might be able to think of a better way of doing it, but that's the way I'm going to try and get it sorted. So what I'll do now is, you might see I've stuck these two together in the middle there, just to help me a bit. I'm going to get this stuck down at the front and then try and feed these back up there. Well, that's the plan. Okay, so that's not looking too bad. There's a tiny little gap, but yeah, I think we'll get away with that. And yeah, let's just get these ones on along the bonnet here, or the hood, and see if we can get those side ones lined up as well. So I'm just going to let this one find its own way as I take the backing off. And now to line this edge up with the edge of that sticker on the bonnet. So that's okay, so just going to get the sticker into that little line on the body, and I'm just going to again just let this find its own way there, and yeah, I think that'll be somewhere near. Doesn't have to be, it's not like a racing decal or anything like that where you're copying some special livery, so as long as it goes parallel to that line on the body, I'm quite happy with that. Here we go. So that's most of the stickers on. It's gone quite well. I use these little offcuts here, just put them at the back there, mainly to differentiate mine from my friend Rob's when we're running them. They've got different coloured roofs as well, so that should help. So this is the one I've been putting off. Let's try and get this tricky so and so on. It's got to go in here somewhere. Yep, so the front's on first. Maybe you could try starting at the back, but let's get a bit of this off. I'll get most of this backing off. Just leave a bit on the end so I can use that to pull it back off if I need to. It does start to crease up on the inside, but I think we'll be able to smooth those out. We just need to get this part right down if we can. Just need some spiky, an old cocktail stick to get those bubbles out. Yeah, that's working. And luckily it wasn't as bad as I was expecting. So there you go, that's my way of putting these tricky wing stickers on. Just to get all the hardware bolted on now. So the spots at the front and on the top are held by a single 4x12, so it's a much bigger screw than the rest of those little 3x10s. Yeah, so just one in each, and that also holds the cockpit in at the front, so we just clip this in. And then there's two of those screws that hold that securely at the front there, so we'll just get those done up. And the finishing touch for me is going to be these gas cans that go on the side. They've been beautifully painted by my friend Rob Brennan. Thanks for that, Rob. He's done a great job of that. There's some nice detail on there. So all we need to do is fit one on each side. Just clip in at the bottom, and then there's a single 3x10 screw. So there she is, finished. And what a fantastic buggy it is too. I've got to say, I've wanted one of these for quite a while now, and now I've got it, and it's all done. It's such a classic, iconic looking buggy. It really does look the part. Looking forward to running this. It's going to be a good runner, I can just tell. It's been great building this thing. I'd recommend this to anybody out there. It'd be a great first Tamiya, and it's going to look fantastic whizzing along. Hopefully we can find some sand for it to run on. It would be cool. But as usual, all that leaves me to say is thank you very much for following along. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.